Hello, Brick Sculptors, and welcome to Brick Sculpt. This is Chris, and today I want to share with you my most recent addition to my new LEGO city. This is the Ranger Station, and I love how this build came out. Now, it looks a little empty around the Ranger Station right now because the city is a work in progress, but this area filled out super nice. I've got a ton of vegetation crammed in there. Lots of detail worked into this building, and I can kind of show you the surrounding area and how this is attached. And you might notice right away, it is attached at an angle. How did I do that? Well, you guessed it. I used a Brick Sculpt famous sugar grid. Now, this is a little hard to take out because of the trees, but I can show you here. This is not a standard sugar grid. It's a little bit larger of a sugar grid. It's a 1x6 sugar grid, and I'll show you how I came up with that in a little bit here. But that is how we attached it at an angle. This little piece in the back here is going to be a path. I'm going to surround that with vegetation, and that's going to come over here and overlook the river. And I've been working on this riverbed and the bridge here as well. I don't love the front of this bridge. I'm still probably going to work on that a bit, but this is all going to get filled with river rocks, just like I did in my Rocky River retreat. I'm planning on doing this entire riverbed with those all the way down to the beach here. So it should be pretty cool. I built some large trees, some vegetation, and if you're curious how I did the elevation and landscaping on this, this is kind of the method I use. By the way, this house is going to go. I don't plan on keeping it. I'm going to put a different house there instead, but for now it's still there. But this is the vegetation, and I just build it up with plates. And kind of my method is, with plates, I use green if it's 1 plate high or 2 plates high. If it gets over 2 plates high in large quantity, I switch over to gray, because then it looks better as rock. And typically in my logic, if something is getting that much elevation that fast, it's probably not going to grow a lot of plants on it. In here, I intend to put a little waterfall right here coming down, and then the nice creek bed there, and overlook here. This house is going to be a little more country-esque, and I'm thinking a little chicken coop and some outdoor stuff over here. And then the Ranger Station will have a nice little outlook behind it to look at the waterfall. The bridge there, and that'll go right into the camping area, which I am currently working on. Let me take you guys over to the table now, and I'll show you what's inside the cabin. All right, first on the outside here, I got a chimney running up one side, some windows snotted in here, big windows with snot technique running sideways on the front and back, some smaller windows here. I wanted to mix up the colors. When I first made this, I made it brown. It was all too dark. Then I made it all medium nougat, and it was too light. So a mixture with the green mixed in and the browns and the grays, I think turned out really nice. I got a little vent up top here, and then of course the old school antenna for radioing for help. Thought that was a nice touch. The way I built that, I used kind of these new, I don't know if they're new to me, 3-clip pieces. Just put some bars on it, and I just clipped that into a clip. Might be illegal, I don't know, but I don't care. I'm using it anyway. Anyway, let's go ahead and pop the top off this and take a look inside. Now I did up the interior here. This is going to be kind of where the Ranger sits. I have this Park Service type Ranger here, and she can sit at the desk there. I've got some mail behind her, a couple fish on the wall. I've got the drip coffee pot there, maps, computer, and over here we have more of a resting area. We've got some books, the fireplace there. I snotted those bricks in there, a rug and a couple of chairs, and of course we've got a cat running around. I put a little saucer over here for the cat as well. Just a little bit of storytelling to throw in there. I think it turned out pretty cool. It doesn't have to have a lot in it, just a place where people will stop in, rent a cabin, rent a boat maybe, maybe just go to get information, maps, stuff like that. So you kind of have front door here, and then they can go out the back door and look at the waterfall on the other side. I also do have a this park ranger guy. He's pretty cool. So he might be in here. He might be out on the road. Who knows? Now, if you're curious how I figured out the sugar grid, I actually have a tool that I made up. And this is a 48 by 48 base plate with all the sugar grids on it. So I can take plate, stick it on here, and see what angle it's at. And I basically just tried a bunch of different ones till I found one I liked. And this one here ended up being the one I wanted. It gave me just a slight angle. Some of these are going to be more extreme than others. So that one worked out pretty well, and that's what I used on it. Let's see if I can get this thing back in here without destroying the trees I put around it. This is definitely not made to be taken in and out a lot. The things I do for you guys. Just kidding. Oh, there goes my tree. I start with this corner here, a stud right there, and then it just falls right into place. All right, how much damage did we do? Not bad, couple of leaves. The nice thing with these trees, I used my pinning method. If you haven't seen that video, I'll link that one at the end as well. That is a game changer. Everyone should be doing that because you can knock a big tree like that over and only lose a couple leaves. Well, I hope you guys liked this video. If you have any questions, please leave them below. I'll do my best to answer them. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. I'm going to do more just like this in the future, and we will see you next time.